And I need to get some height, right?
Greetings, leading social enterprise show on the mic with Mike King Biz.
Already on the mic with Mike King here. This is part of the Mike King Biz Media Network, ESPN Richmond 106.1, International Business Growth Radio, Saturdays, 10 a.m. Eastern, as well as CW Richmond TV. Alrighty, I got my man in the building. We got the painkiller, Dr. Joe Capri is here. Say, ladies and gentlemen, we spared no expense here. This is a top of the line outfit.
That's right.
Money is no object. Well, it is really, it is an object. That's why I have this instead of something real.
Right.
All righty. So, hey, we are the #1 business radio program around. I'm your host, Mike King. Got my man, Dr. Joe here. Welcome back, sir.
Thank you.
Wellspring Chiropractic. All right, let's go with the elevator pitch. Tell folks who you are, what you do.
Okay. Well, half of America is in pain right now, which means that if it's not me, is you.
So you should be pretty good right now.
I'm pretty good right now.
Well, all right. Well, I got some issues.
Right. See, there's how it goes. Right.
That is half the people.
What I do is, again, I'm the painkiller. What I do is I get 88% of people out of pain in 3 visits. Working on getting the other 12% in here too, so we can get them better. Just not quickly.
You are a chiropractor by trade.
Yes.
But you do a lot of things in the community, which brings us to where we are here today. All righty. So I always say cool people know cool people. I heard the name of this group out there. Mm-hmm. I do a lot with nonprofits. Mm-hmm. And the name I would hear here and there as a group who supports the nonprofits. Mm-hmm. And next thing you know, you bring them to the door. So who you got with us today?
Okay, so this is Adam Fliegar from the Richmond Toolbank. The Richmond Toolbank, what they do is they allow people to do all of their charitable stuff at a whole lot less cost. And Adam can explain it a whole lot better than me. But I wanted to help them because I like to help the people that help others. Right. Does that make sense? I feel like I can get the best impact that way. So I don't know if there's any better way to do team building than to actually build something with your team. That's a lot. And
that's what it is. So Adam, last year we gave away 24,000 minutes of airtime to nonprofits. I talked to a whole bunch of nonprofits, and the Toolbank name comes up on a regular basis. So, sir, the floor is yours. Tell us who you are and what you do.
So here at the Toolbank, we are a nonprofit that we partner with any community-based organization. That can be a faith-based organization, that can be a school, a PTA, a nonprofit, any of those groups out there doing charitable work, and we loan the tools and equipment to them for only 3% retail value. The example we give is a $15 shovel costs you 45 cents to borrow it for an entire week at a time. From that, we've got, that's all we do. We loan the tools out. We get the tools out into the community and let them use it, let them borrow it to make the biggest impact in the community for what they have going on.
Okay, sir. So how long have you guys been doing this?
So we opened our doors in 2015, but we are part of Toolbank USA. We're an affiliate of Toolbank USA, so we are a national nonprofit spread out throughout the country, all sorts of different cities. And that started about 35 years ago down in Atlanta.
So Toolbank USA, so everybody comes to your door. What are some of the things that people come and they need from you guys?
That's a great question. We have everything. So you think of your landscaping stuff. We've got landscaping equipment like rakes and shovels and all of that sort of stuff. We have carpentry tools like your drills, your hammers, your impact drivers, your saws. But we even have party supply equipment. We've got your tables, your chairs, your canopy tents. So anything that the nonprofit can use, anything that the nonprofit needs, whether it comes to tools and equipment, we're always listening to what the needs are so we can meet what those needs are. So the nonprofit's money actually goes into their mission instead of buying the tools that they need for a project.
Alrighty, so nonprofits, they need a lot of things. They always need resources, whether that's money or additional folks who can help them out. What is it that you guys need? Because you're kind of like the United Way with the tools. I remember hearing your name when folks were building like the dance studios and they were building sets.
So our biggest need right now, we have an upcoming event this weekend, June 10th, down at Browns Island. that we are putting on a free event to the community. We need people there. We want people there. We want them to come and enjoy we've got music, we have cold beverages, we have food trucks, we have vendors. We just need people there. We want people there. We have builds going on. The builds are going to be building picnic tables and park benches and dog houses that go out, and we donate those items out to other nonprofits. So we just want people participating.
Alrighty, what was your world to RVA Toolbank? What was your path to get there?
My path, I started out in the church world. I served as a pastor for about 11 years.
I should have known. You got the look, man. You know, you traded in the pulpit for a hammer and helping people that way. So now
you were correct on that. I mean, my entire mission, my entire philosophy was love God by loving people, and put your faith into action, and that was a big part of it.
So how did the RVA Toolbank come about?
So it started down in Atlanta about 10 years, or sorry, about 30 years ago. There was a group of gentlemen that were running a different nonprofit, and they became known as a group of old guys with lots of tools. So from that, nonprofits were going to them asking if they could borrow tools for upcoming projects, and that's how Toolbank launched. And then back in about 2008 or so, the Atlanta Tool Bank wanted to start replicating additional tool banks. And from that, they pinpointed certain cities, and the Richmond Tool Bank was one of those cities as a smaller market. We are the smallest market out of all the other ones, and just to see what the need was, if it would meet the need, and we have flourished ever since.
So, Dr. Capri, what is it about for you in Wellspring to support these guys? Because what they're doing is amazing.
Yeah. So, well, that's number one, but really what got me into this type of wanting to help this type of organization is I tried to enlist in the military when I was 18, but because of my medical history and some of the stuff that had happened to me before at that age, they threw my application in the trash right in front of me. So I was saying, okay, well, how can I help the people that can serve, right? And that means, military. It also means police, fire, EMS, nurses, teachers, all of that. And, when I look at organizations that I want to help, I say, who is helping the helpers? And that's what the Tool Bank does.
Alrighty, so where are you guys located?
We are located in the Scotts Addition area of town. Close to the Diamonds, kind of centrally located. Our back parking lot backs up to the interstate, so you can see us from the interstate.
Because I see your trailer there. Yeah, that's one thing you know when things work. Alrighty, so you guys made it through the pandemic. What did you learn coming through the pandemic that you didn't do before, but now you realize, hey, that thing worked out pretty well?
So pre-pandemic, we had a program that we called Investing in Our Community, where we partner with all sorts of different corporate teams. And it's a pay to volunteer, where we charge per number of volunteers, and they come in and they would build picnic tables and park benches that we donate out. During COVID, we had to shift and make some adjustments because obviously in-person volunteerism wasn't taking place. So from that, we took that and put it on and allowed groups to come in and pick up a kit, where they would pick up a kit of picnic tables, of benches, and then they go home, and as a family unit, they could build that, or as a group of friends. So that was a big shift for us, and really seeing what the needs were out in the community. And then from that, over the past 2 years, that has taken the build program to the next level, because we're allowed to partner. Over the past 2 years, we partnered with Richmond Public Schools, and we've outfitted every single public school in the city of Richmond with somewhere between 6 to 8 picnic tables. Nice. Create an outdoor learning environment, and that need for socialization, the need for people to get together, and having that common green space. So that's a big push that we're on right now, is to help transform outdoor public space by using picnic tables and park benches.
So, when you're doing your work as a pastor, this really you're really going down the same route of helping people. Let's talk about the part that it fulfills in people, like you said before. You had everyone who could come in and do it. Now they can do it with their friends or their family. Let's talk about the world today, sir, and why what you're doing is so important.
So I mean, it's the need is out there to meet the needs of individuals, of people, of organizations, of groups. And that's what the Tool Bank represents, is being that conduit of resources, that we're all fighting for the same dollar. Every nonprofit out there is fighting for that same dollar. At the same time, we can allow and we can meet the needs of those nonprofits, the individuals. Just making a difference in the community is who we are. It's what we're about. Because it's such a, as you said, an uplifting factor in the world, and we all need that.
Alrighty, one last time, how can people find information out about the event this weekend?
So if you go to the richmondtoolbank.org website, it's under our events page called Hammers and Ales. It's down at Browns Island. It's on our social media plugs. So on Instagram, on Facebook, all of that is out there. It's June 10th, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Free admission. If you want to build with us, there's a charge for that, but come and have some fun with us. We just want people there to participate.
Dr. Capri, let's one last word about RVA Tool Bank, because he's been killing me. He's just like, yo, man, you know what those guys do? And I'd heard what you guys do, but it's one thing when you hear it in person, and then you really start getting to understand. I know a ton of nonprofits, and they all need something.
Yeah.
But what you don't think of, sometimes it's the things to put the stuff together. And all those things, everything you say, like from rakes to building sets to tools that they don't have to come out of their pocket.
Yeah.
And it allows them to use their money for the mission, because dollars are tight.
And then they don't have to store all that stuff either.
I think
So that's the big part that got me when I went to the warehouse, was like, oh man, that makes sense. Why would I buy 100 tables and then I have to store them somewhere? So now I have to pay for storage too, when I can, rent them from the tool bank. It's really, they're just facilitators. You know what I mean? They're facilitators to allow whatever charitable intent you have to become really successful. I have to tell one thing that I thought was funny. It took me probably 3 weeks before I realized that he wasn't saying hammers and nails, like
hammers and ale.
Hammers and
I
ale.
got that right from the beginning. Come on, man.
I'm glad you did.
Hammers and nails, not hammers and nails.
He stood up and I saw his shirt and I was like, ales.
Ales.
Oh,
Gotcha.
that makes sense.
Hey, were you guys to do something putting a bunch of bikes together?
We have been. We worked with the group RABA, the Richmond Area Bicycle Association, and they
bring
come
a
to the
bunch of
warehouse.
bikes to you and you put them together.
Well, they bring the group. We supply the warehouse. We supply the trailers that they pack them in, and that's to support the Christmas Mothers program. And they come to the warehouse. They've been coming here the past several years, 3 or 4 years, and that has been a great partnership. And again, that's who we are. That's what we do. Is just we try to be that conduit, that those partners for the community in whichever way and fashion that we can.
There you go. Congratulations. Kudos to you guys. So now the way it works is anytime you guys have anything going on, just let me know. We'll help you get the word out there. This is what we talk about on this program, which is how business like this helps society be better with what you guys are doing. You put it together and the world becomes a better place. My wife calls it like a kumbaya moment. I'm that dude. I'm the feel-good dude.
That's right.
And what we're doing is we're using this. So congratulations on what you guys are doing. Hammers and ale, sir. Come on now, not nails. See, because if it was nails, I'm no good.
Right.
Are you good with a hammer and nails?
Not really. These are my tools.
These are the tools, yeah. I'm not that guy to be building stuff. Yeah, I'm not that guy. Alrighty, so Adam, we'd like to thank you for coming on the program. On the mic with Mike. We talked to the best and the brightest. We'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks now. Oh, Wellspring, how do people find you there?
All right, painfreerva.com.
And if it ain't
me, is you.
I'm kind of hurting. That's the way to do it. On the mic with Mike. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks now.